Now we are starting with the question number 5. So in the question number 5, it's about a graph. So let's try to identify. This is the main curve that they have provided us. This curve, and this curve will be covered with a few lines. Another line is this graph. Okay, so this is a quite information that we can take it at a glance. So let's go with the first part. In the first part, what they're asking us to express this in the form of scalar factors. Okay, I'm like, this is kind of completing scales. Let me quickly write this question here. It's 2x squared minus 16x plus 50. So we know whenever we have such a thing, what we would do is we factor out the x squared term. So we have 2, which is with x squared minus 8x. We can keep this positive 50 separately for now. So then we have 2 outside. This is x minus half of 4, half of 8, like, which is negative 4 whole thing squared. So we know whenever we have x minus 4 whole thing squared, what we would get is x squared minus 8x positive 16. So since we only need these two terms, we can subtract what is coming extra, which is this. So when we do the subtraction here, we will have negative 16 plus 50. Okay. Now here, now it's just a matter of we simplify further. So it is 2x minus 4 squared minus 32 plus 50. So if we do the substitution, so we can see when we solve these two numbers, we're gonna come up with plus 18. So according to the equation, that format they provided us, which is a bracket x plus b whole thing squared plus c, we can see a is gonna be 2, b is gonna be negative 4, c is gonna be positive 8. So these are the answers that we have. This is our factorization. Thank you. So that concludes our A part. Now let's go with the next section and let's read through this. This says a figure 1 shows a sketch of the curve C with the equation this thing. Okay, that means this is the equation that we just kind of completed the squares and make up a different format. Now, given that the figure 1, M is the minimum point of view, we have some information. M is the minimum point. And the line L passes through the origin. It seems its partners, it's M and P. Okay, there is a bit of information about M and P. So let's go to the curve and see. Okay. What are the points that they have mentioned before, which are minimum endpoints? So we know this curve we can rewrite in a format 2 bracket x minus 4 whole thing squared plus 18. This is our curve, and this is in the form of y equals mx because c is going to be 0. This is bit unclear. 2 bracket x minus 4 whole thing squared plus 18. Okay, now if I talk about the point M, which is the minimum point, I know the minimum point coordinate can be taken by the graph easily now. It's gonna be 4, 18. We know this expression will be minimum. So this expression will be minimum when we are going with the x equals positive 4, and when the x is positive 4, the y coordinate will be 18. That is how we're gonna take it. The m coordinate is 18. Okay, now with this thing, so then we have to find x coordinate of p. Okay, to go towards the x coordinate of p, so first of all we need to get the equation of the line. Let's see whether we have some working around it. We know y equals mx line. In the y equals mx line, we know 2 points. One is 0, 0, which is the origin. Another one is m coordinate, which is 4, 18. Yeah, so once we have two coordinates, we can easily go with m. M will be change in y divided by change in x, which is 18 minus 0 divided by 4 minus 6. Now we have this, which will be 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5. So what is our equation is y equals 9 divided by 2x. Now this is how we get all the information. Okay. Now y equals mx equation, we can write it like this is the y equals 9 over 2x. Okay. Once we have these two information, what is the point P? Point P is the point where both the equation cuts each other. So literally that is the intersection point. In other words, the intersection point is going to be P. So in that way, so if I write the steps with the reasoning, since P is the intersection, we can go like this, which is 2x squared. So I'll go with this format now because completing square was helpful to find the point, minimum point. As of now, for simplification, the already simplified version would be easy for us. 9 over 2x, because we know this equation is the one that we got. So if I rewrite that also here, it was 2x squared minus 16x plus 50. So literally is the intersection point of both of them. Okay, to equate this, what we would have is we're gonna have 4x squared minus 32x plus 100 would give us 9x. So now it's just a matter of factorization. We have this answer. Okay, so when we see it, we can do the factorization. Factorization is you have to think of a number. We know the theory part, you have to like multiply this, which is 4 times 400, which will be 400. And you have to check away that how is it coming. So probably it will be 40 and the, yeah, if we take the 40 and the 10, no, it's not. Yeah, we can go with the 16 and 25, and it's going to be negative, so the both has to be negative. So according to these things, now since they say us to show the steps, it's important if you can show it to 4x squared negative 16x negative 25x 100 equals 0. So which you will get it 4x minus you can take 4x x minus 4 negative 25 x minus 4 equals 0 because negative 5 and the negative 25 will give up positive 100. So our answers are x minus 4 and the 4x minus 25 equals 0. So which will give us two answers. X will be either 4 or x will be 25 divided by 4. Yeah, and we know x equals 4 points. So let's see, we got two coordinates. Okay, there are two intersection points, but M is the coordinate with 4, so P has to be the other one. So what we can write is x equals 4 is the point M. So P coordinate gonna be 25 divided by 4, comma, maybe y2. In the question, they are only asking us the x coordinate of P. Since they are asking only the x coordinate of P, we have the answer. Okay, so now we have worked around most of the stuff. Now we only have to do the region identification, which is region R. Find the inequality to fully define R. Okay, let's quickly revisit the question and see what is R. R is this range. So the easiest thing that we can do is, in this shaded area, we can just pick any value and see. That would be quite easy. And also we can also check to get a point, we can get this coordinate. What would be that coordinate is when the curve x is 0. So in the curve, let me quickly get that. What is this point? When x equals 0, it's 2, 0 minus 4 whole thing squared plus 18, which is negative. That's 32. This will give us 40. It is 50. So this coordinate is going to be 0, 50. Okay, so you can take any point so that we can even visualize it and get it too. So in this one, what we can say is this range is entirely from 0 to 4. The x coordinate we can check because this is going to be 0, 0 and this is corresponding to 4. So we can see the region wise. So let me quickly grab the information that I'm taking for the region here. One would be x values, that would be 0 to 4, and we know it can be equal as well, so we can keep this one. And also this curve is above the line, that is also possible. So since that is above the line, so that will be greater. So if we really get the region, that is quite a bit of information that we needed. For answer C, we can go with the very first thing is would be 0 to 4, which is the X range, and the other one is this one, the straight line will be less than or equals to the our graph, which is y 2x squared minus 16x plus 50. So this how we can divide the full R region, because how the values are coming is pretty easy, because we can see this graph, the curve is above the straight line. Yeah, so that is all the answers for every question in this part. Yeah, thank you.